Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss another example for a join. Not only we will discuss the example for join, but also we will learn how we can write the query as per the condition from scratch. Okay, because so far we have already learned about the syntaxes, how many types of joins are there. So we have tried all the syntaxes with some sample code, right? But now what we are doing from the previous few sessions, we are trying to write the query as per the condition. We are not directly copy paste the query. We are just trying to create it from scratch. Okay, so today also we will go in the same manner. We will try with some different type of join, and we'll firstly understand the problem statement, and after problem statement is cleared, then only we will write a query for the join. Okay, so yeah, let me show you the query first, the table first. So here I'm run one query, select star from Sharmit1, which is my library name slash players. So this is my table. Okay, so if I hit enter here, so it will show all the records which we have stored already stored inside the player table. Here we have two column, player id and player name. Okay, now look at the second table, but before that let me show you one more thing. Here you can focus on the last two record, which is 8 and 77. Okay, now if I show you the another table, which is my ODI record table, so here you will see that there are some random data we have already stored, but the record number 8 and 77 is not available here. It means there is some record in the players table which is not available in the ODI record table. Something is missing from the ODI record table as compared to players table. Fine. Similarly, if you focus on the last two record of this table, 80 and 90, this is also missing from left table. So let me show you that. I will run one query, players. So here 80 and 90 is not available, right? So it means there is something in the right table which is also missing from the left table. Okay, so this is the table structure and data. Now we will discuss about the problem statement. So problem statement is that we want to pick all the record from both the tables wherever there is a missing record. Okay, so if there is any row with any column where null is stored, it means there is something wrong with the table, means with the data something is missing. So we want to pick only those record. Okay, so this is the problem statement. Now we will see how we can write the query for it, but from scratch. So let me take it up, and here I will run. First of all, we need to select the record. So just go with the keyword select. Then here you can select all the fields which you want to pick from the table. So we know that p1 dot player id is the, like, if you are not aware of the structure, although we have discussed it many times, so I hope you all are aware of it, like what all columns we have. But if not, then what you can do, I will show you quickly. So if I take F4 here, you can see player ID, player name is there. Okay, similarly if I show you the ODI record table, then we have some record there as well with the columns. So F9, and here I will show you by taking F4. So best ODI score and ODI centuries. So these are the column that we are going to use. So let's write the query now. So I will write select, and I'm using prefix p1 for player table. So p1 dot players, which I will mention later. So player id, comma, then we have p1 dot player name, comma, these are the two from the first table. Then o1 dot ODI, o1 dot player id. Here I am also printing the player id for separate table because maybe there is something missing in that column. So after that I o1 dot player best ODI score, best ODI score, comma, o1 dot, o1 is the prefix for uh, ODI record table. Okay, best ODI score, ODI centuries. Fine. So these are the field which I want to show. Okay. Now we will mention the table. So from which table? First table is players, and we have already used the prefix, so we need to mention this alias as p1. Now we have to decide which type of join we need. So if you remember, in left join, what we were doing, we were giving the priority to the left table, and in that case, if there is anything, if no record is matching in the right table, in that case it was showing the null to the right table data if there is no matching record, right? Similarly, if I talk about the right table, in the right table scenario, we were giving the priority to the right table, and if there is no matching record in the left table, then it shows null in the specified position. It means we need something where both the table has given with the priority, and if there is no record in the any of the table, then in that case it should show null. So with this statement itself, I guess you know that yes, we need that full outer join, because a full outer join is a combination of left join as well as right join. Okay, so simply write here full outer join on second table is ODI record as O1, because we are already using the alias name O1 dot as a prefix. Now we need to define on which column we want to apply join, because for applying join we want one common column, right? So if you look at these two table fields, then we have player ID as a common, right? So I will write here p1 dot player ID equal o1 dot player ID. Okay, so if I hit enter at this stage, means at this place, so let's see what it will return. So it is returning all the record by performing the by performing the full outer join. So you can see there is some record here which is missing from the left table. Similarly, we have few records here which is missing from the right table, and this is the combination of left and right table. Fine, but this was not our final solution, right? Because we want only those record wherever there is something missing in the column. Okay, so let's write the complete solution. So I will page up and F9. So we will customize it further. So for that we need where clause, because condition we can only specify in where clause. So I will write where. Now we need to select all the fields. So let's although you can take prompt, but I will write it so that you can clearly see what we are doing. Where p1 dot player ID is null, or p1 dot player name is null, or p1 dot or o1 dot player ID is null, because we are going to check for all the columns, right? Because this is our requirement. If there is anything missing, then we will show that null there. So in that case, what we need to do, we need to check for all fields. So you can go in this way: best ODI score is null, or o1 dot ODI centuries is null. Okay, so if I hit enter here, this time you can see it is showing only those record wherever there is something missing. So you can see for this record, two missing values is missing from here, and this is the remaining value. Similarly, for these records something is missing, and if I do shift F7, there is remaining value is given. So this is our final solution. Why? Because we were looking only for those records wherever there is a missing data. So you can see in each of these records there is something missing from the row, like whether it is player ID, best ODI score, ODI centuries, or player name, player ID from the left table. So this is the final and perfect solution for this thing. But one more thing, for every problem there might be multiple solutions we can apply to fetch the data accordingly. So it could be possible that there are some other ways you can use to fetch the same data, but overall what we are doing here, we are just learning about the join. We are just learning how we can decide which type of join we can apply, and how we can apply join while writing the queries. So this is the whole sole purpose of these sessions. Okay, that's why we are creating these example, because syntax we already know, but how we can use those syntax in real life examples or conditions, that we are learning by creating the samples program, sample queries. Okay, and here we are using the different condition, like at the time of syntax we were not using that where condition, but right now we are using the where conditions. Okay, so let's take F4 here. If you want to select field by prompt, you can take F4, but make sure that you write the correct query first, and then only you can take F4, otherwise it will give error. Or you can do one thing, at the beginning itself you can take F4, and then from here you can write the query. Like in from file you will write all the join related details, then in select field you can put all the column which you want to select, then in where condition you can put your where condition. Okay, so this is how we can utilize this what we can say query with join, and the join which we are using here is full outer join. Okay, so yeah, I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.